We have all been there. You start a final year group assignment, a campus event, or a new side hustle with high energy and big ideas. Then the deadline approaches. Nobody knows exactly who is doing what, and the effort collapses into a stressful last-minute scramble. Managing a project requires the same mechanics used by large organizations, organizing people, time, and resources to turn an abstract idea into a finished result. Today, we are going to build a 5-step project management plan. To see how this works in practice, we will use a running example, organizing a 2-day tech and AI bootcamp for 100 students. Before we start step 1, open a blank document or a fresh spreadsheet. You can build your own project plan right alongside this tutorial. Applying this framework replaces the stress of guesswork with a repeatable process. It allows you to actively manage a project's variables rather than being managed by them. Look at this document. This is your project charter. It acts as your official roadmap. By defining the purpose, the timeline, the project lead, and the expected outcome at the start, you give the entire team a single source of direction. Once the project has a direction, you need to set boundaries. For our Tech and AI Bootcamp, we define the specific tasks we will accomplish, like booking a lecture hall, inviting 5 companies, and designing registration forms. This split screen shows a critical distinction, what we will not do. By listing guest accommodation or transportation under out of scope, we set clear expectations for the project. Establishing these boundaries early prevents the team from taking on unplanned extra work later on. It keeps the workload focused on the original goal and protects your resources from being spread too thin. Step 2 is planning. Watch how this single, heavy goal fractures into a hierarchy of smaller, distinct blocks. This is a work breakdown structure. It deconstructs a massive objective into manageable, individual actions. Once you have those small pieces, lock them into a grid. This creates a functional timeline that shows exactly when each task needs to happen to meet the final deadline. Next, assign resources to those tasks based on the specific strengths of your team. If one member is skilled at graphic design and another is better at managing budgets, you match the task to the person best equipped to handle it. Many student projects fail not because the work is impossible, but because the team views the goal as one giant obstacle and leaves everything until the final night. Visualizing the tasks and the timeline proves to the team that the work is manageable. It replaces the anxiety of a deadline with a visible path toward completion. Step 3 is communication. These 4 questions are all you need for an effective status meeting. What is done? What is in progress? What is blocking us? And what are the next actions? Limit these meetings to 15 minutes. While many group meetings become long conversations about unrelated topics, staying focused on these 4 questions ensures the group leaves with clear responsibilities. Step 4 is execution. This spreadsheet is a task tracker. It monitors whether work is actually being completed by focusing on 3 columns: the task, the owner, and the current status. Notice the change here. By striking out vague assignments like "someone should do this" and replacing them with a specific name and deadline, you create clear ownership. Execution also requires a risk log. This involves recording potential problems, like a guest speaker canceling, and preparing a response before the problem becomes an emergency. Task trackers and risk logs create a system where progress is visible and potential failures are expected. When the plan accounts for these variables, the team can focus on execution rather than reacting to avoidable surprises. And finally, step 5 is the project closeout. A project does not end when the event is over. Instead, think of it as passing a baton to whoever will lead the next project. Perform a retrospective to analyze the performance. By documenting what went well and what needs improvement, the team learns how to make the next project more efficient. And finally, compile all of your handoff documentation. This directory of vendor contacts, budgets, and templates ensures that the next person to take on this role doesn't have to start from zero. Leaving structured notes for the next team is a sign of an experienced professional. It ensures that the knowledge you gained is preserved for the future. Define, plan, communicate, execute, close. These 5 stages form a repeatable cycle for taking any idea and making it a reality. By using a charter, breaking down the work, tracking the progress, and documenting the results, you have built a plan that transforms an idea into a structured, manageable project. This framework scales from a simple group assignment to launching a business. These are the tools that allow you to manage more complex work with greater reliability. Mastering this process helps you remove the chaos from collaborative work. It allows you to step into any project as an organized, reliable leader who knows exactly how to reach the finish line.